I'm not an old school coach in many regards at all, just because I think you should always evolve. You should always not do things because it was in a book of how to do it before, and always kind of test things. You know, like around here we say, you know, instead of just thinking outside the box, we create a new box. We challenge everything, different ways of thinking things. So, and social media is part of that, because that's not, or how I do a press conference, or even doing this. There'd probably be some coaches that even if you did call them up for this, they wouldn't do it because they'd say, okay, well, that's not really the message I want to put out, you know?
Yeah. Kim Mulkey won't text me back.
I mean, that should be like a no-brainer.
That's what I'm thinking, in-state.
I mean, you got to have amazing, like, Louisiana following positive numbers. I don't know how they track that, but it's got to be amazing. I mean, you're one of them.
Yeah, I'm not at the Flower Johnson levels yet. I'll get there, though, I think. So why do you think, like, because, yeah, you do have a unique personality, right? And at least your personality is able to be seen these days. And I think that that's something that just happens more over time with social media, and more just we have more video of people in general now, you know? So there's just like so many more little moments that get captured, so you get to know somebody's personality. And that's how I think a lot of fans, I think they gravitate a lot more towards athletes, coaches, anybody really in the world, because they get to know their personality, right? We were talking before about social media and how that kind of like why people kind of gravitate towards certain people on social media. And I think some of that's just kind of the answer. It's just there's more out there. And if people are willing to show some of their personality and not kind of follow like this playbook of exactly how things are supposed to be, but remain within HR. HR has a box you have to stay in pretty much.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know if do I make any sense?
As a head coach, you got a lot of people that you've got to please.
Right.
And that's challenging in these type of settings, these things, because you want to talk to recruits in that age group, your current players, your fans, but then you also have administration. You've got old donors that have been around a long time, seen things done a certain way for a long time. So there's a lot of challenges in that. And you can't please everybody, which, you know, so I've kind of, right or wrong, I've always said, hey, my job is to wherever I'm working at, meaning my job is to Ole Miss and not to potential future presidents or ADs at other places or other fan bases. And so whether I was at Tennessee or USC or here, wherever I was, it was like, okay, a lot of what I say, other fans don't like. Maybe even other athletic directors are like, well, I don't like that he said that. But our own fans, our own administration really like it, because it's usually me backing Ole Miss and saying what I think about the program, what it should be, and maybe sometimes taking shots at other programs or something like that.
Yeah.
Just factual information.
Blatantly.
You know, and putting it out there. And so that upsets some people and upsets a lot of other fan bases. Well, that's not my job to worry about them.
Yeah, you have one fan base.
Yeah, they didn't hire me. They're not paying the bills. So I've always looked at, and I think a lot of coaches don't do that. And I'm not saying I'm right. A lot of coaches say, hey, I'm going to say things so that future employers, potential, that they see it, so then they're going to want to hire me. And I've just never thought that way.
Do you, you already had two experiences like coaching in the SEC, right? At Alabama and at Tennessee?
Yep.
Like, how's it been different here at Ole Miss? Because, I mean, you know, some people call it the Yale of Mississippi, kind of.
Well, I think, you know, I was